Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. We've got the Detroit Pistons taking on the Atlanta Hawks. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Wallace out there with DeBusschere. Then there's Thomas. Then there's Richard Hamilton. And it's Dumars in at the shooting guard position. 3 on the clock. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And this is Mutombo's calling card, using that wide wingspan to just erase shots left and right.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates. Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Here's Young after the basket by Detroit. Pass to Hagan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Dave DeBusschere. It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for your Hawks, to Hagan. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And the Pistons with possession. Outside Thomas. Outside Dumars. A 3 ball. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just a tremendous all-around player. Dumars at times showing us the deep range.
Wilkins dishes to Young. Inside. And it's sent back by Wallace. It's Dumars on the wing. Got a hand on it. Outside Wilkins. Here's Hagan, covered by Dumars. Here's Young, and it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
Pass to Bennett. 6 to shoot. Mutombo is screen on Dumars. Puts one up from 19. Buries the jump shot.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Now, here is DeBusschere.
Who's watching here?
Now, here's Thomas. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Boy, inside, the defense goes all out trying to stop Thomas, but he stays focused and manages to get around him for the bucket.
Now here's Wilkins. Back to Young. Can't connect from short range.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now Young. Rip missing on the 3. To the middle. Here's Hagan, covered by Dumars. Fires, high post. Hagan can't hit.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
With the drive. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. So it's Atlanta now. They trail by 1. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Pettit. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And points in the paint are a sure thing when Pettit's on the floor. He's just got too much game down low. He may not have the bulk of some of the other guys, but doesn't matter.
Now here's Waltz. Hamilton outside. Here's the three. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Mutombo passes to Hagan. They set the screen. 5 on the clock. Hits it from three-point range. Hagan's got 7.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Dumars. That doesn't go either for Dumars. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Pass to Hagan. Mutombo is screen on Dumars. Hagan can hit. The Pistons trailing. Here's Hamilton. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The Pistons shooting their first free throw of the game.
At the line for what?
Just constantly working his tail off, excels shooting it from mid-range, just always on the move, constantly working off screens.
Now here's Mutombo. Scoreless thus far. Outside Wilkins. It's Wilkins on the wing. Young against Thomas. Here's Hagan. Second shot opportunity, and it's sent back by Wallace.
Wallace, clearly a great shot blocker. Add another one to his talent.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Atlanta with it. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Pettit. Launches a 3. Kept alive. Thomas with the steal. Hamilton outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Richard Hamilton taking 2 shots.
Good from Hamilton. Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Teague comes in for Trae Young. Hamilton hits both of them.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Pass to Johnson. Teague sets a screen for Johnson. Here's Mutombo. To the wing on the left. Here's Hagan. Mutombo sets a screen. A second chance effort. A nice shot by Hagan. Hagan's got 9. The Pistons leading. Outside Dumars. That shot no good. Mutombo with some nice D. Johnson a wide open look from outside off the mark. Detroit with the ball. It's Thomas high post. Pass to Dumars. Wallace a screen to the paint. Atlanta with the rebound.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Teague the pass to Johnson. Here's Hagan. Lets it go from deep. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. He's got 12.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Yep, that one goes. And the Pistons lead by 1.
Dumars fully understands his role in this offense, including what shots to take.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
It's time for some T-shirts. It's T-shirt time. Let me hear you make some noise. All right, fans, it is T-shirt time. Get on your feet and make some noise. It's T-shirt time. Let's get loud.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They trail by 1. To the inside. Pass to Hagan. 6 on the shot clock. Mutombo is screen on Wallace. Hagan, another 3 for Atlanta. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Lanier. No scoring in this one. Wallace outside. Dumars with it. The 3. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Johnson. Another 3 for Atlanta.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
So it's the Pistons now, following the 3 by Atlanta. Hamilton trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Hawks leading. Now Teague. Outside Wilkins launches it. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
If he's set up neat, he's going to deliver. He is hungry to score.
Teague against Thomas. Pass to Wallace. Back to Thomas. Now here is Hamilton. Wallace a screen. Top of the key. Rebound Atlanta. Hagan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Over Wallace. Hagan can hit. Pistons trail by 5. Outside Dumars. Pass to Wallace. Here's Lanier. Covered by Mutombo. Hamilton up top. Over Wilkins. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Hamilton's got 10.
Boy, he can let it loose. The quick release shown by Hamilton that time.
Johnson in the corner. Outside Wilkins. Here's Hagan. Wallace covering. Mutombo is screen on Wallace. They get it back. Thomas against Teague. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, you can't be overly aggressive when you're defending Thomas because he's very good at drawing fouls.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Atlanta?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
First one falls for him.
You know, Thomas plays the game with such an edge and attitude and great confidence, and I think that gives him an edge out there on the court. He's always willing to go the extra mile.
Willis, he checked in for Mutombo. Dennis Rodman, he's checked in for Detroit. Now here's Teague. He has yet to score. Down low, here's Willis, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. And the Hawks lead by 3.
With the rock inside, hey, Willis has one thing on his mind. Let's go to work.
Pass to Dumars. Nice ball movement by Detroit. The 19-foot shot. Rebound, Atlanta. 1:39 left to play here in the first. Teague deciding where to go with it. Here's Wilkins. Hamilton pulls it in. Pistons trail by 3. Here's Dumars. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Dumars got 10.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Out left to the wing. Here's Hagan. Oh, that's blocked. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
You can almost feel the mindset he has. I mean, when the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Atlanta making some changes. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Wilkins. And Hudson subbed in for Teague. .59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Phillips against Johnson. Count that one.
And Johnson doesn't lack confidence attacking inside. I just love watching him go to work down low.
Dumars dishes to Phillips. With some arc, and it's good on the way in.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first. Johnson, the pass to Hudson. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Phillips against Johnson. Here's Phillips. From the arc. It's good from long range. Phillips has got it all tied up now for Detroit. So it's a tie game as we end the first. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
And the Hawks with possession here. Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. We've got Rodman, also Dumars out there, and it's Bing in at the 2. Here's Hagan. Smith with a screen on Dumars. Just 5 to shoot. The baseline J. Hagan can't hit. Phillips with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Rodman is a selective guy when it comes to trying to score. He's not really hung up on his points, but he did a nice job there forcing the defender to foul him.
For Detroit, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. And that one misses.
And as a free throw shooter, Rodman has his challenges. One of those guys who almost shoots a better percentage from the field.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Here's Johnson. Out to the right wing. Pass to Hagan. There's a screen by Willis. Hagan can't hit.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And it's the Hawks' ball. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Hudson kicks to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Hudson. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Here's Bing. He's covered by Hudson. Pass to Johnson. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Atlanta making a switch here. Young's checked in. DeBusschere, he's checked in for Detroit. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Phillips against Young. Phillips passes to Dumars. The rebound by Hagan. Hagan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Willis. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And Atlanta has possession. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Driving the lane. Blocked again. Young against Billups. Here's Dumars. Atlanta with the rebound. Hagan's got 7 rebounds in the game. Young with the ball. Billups picks him up defensively. The offensive rebound. That gives them the lead. Willis has got his second basket of the game.
Good luck trying to keep Kevin Willis off the glass. I mean, that guy will just outwork you in that department.
Pass to Dumars. Back to Billups. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
Al Horford, he's checked in for Kevin Willis. Off the inbound pass, and the rejection by Smith. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Atlanta making a switch here.
Number 27, Joe Caldwell.
Shot clock at 6. Inside, it's taken away by Smith. Young with the ball. Still scoreless. Here he goes. And he lays it straight in. And now it's a 3-point Hawks lead.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
Here's Billups. A shot off that time. Smith with the defensive effort to the wing right side. Caldwell passes to Hagan. It's hauled in by Lanier. Lanier's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Bing. DeBusschere gets to Billups. From outside the arc. Detroit, no good that time either. The Hawks leading by 3. Hagan passes to Smith. Rebound, Detroit. Lanier's got his 7th rebound here tonight. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And that one's good by Billups.
Boy, the competitive spirit of Billups, his size, his strength, his craftiness, all of that. Allow him to play through contact.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Hamilton's checked in for the Pistons. Young from outside. It's hauled in by Lanier.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
They grab their own miss. DeBusschere. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And guys, it's really amazing the effect DeBusschere has on this team, especially on the defensive end. He's smart, he's cagey, and incredibly tough.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Hagan passes to Willis. Here's Hudson driving inside.
Really hard not to see the open teammate right there. Good find by Willis.
Hudson's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Billups against Young. Pass to Dumars. And here's DeBusschere. And Dave DeBusschere with the slam. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now, here is Young. Here's Wilkins. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Dominique Wilkins, so dynamic and pretty cut up, too. He's excellent at scoring through contact.
The Hawks shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Detroit making a switch here. Thomas is checked in.
At the line for Atlanta, Dominique Wilkins. One shot.
One shot.
That free throw good from Wilkins.
You can tell Dominique Wilkins just has that extra edge to his game. He's always hunting down his next bucket and willing to fight to get it.
Now, here is DeBusschere. Snatched away. Young looking around. They set the pick. Pass to Pettit. Back to Young. To the middle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Dave DeBusschere.
And Pettit is a force on both ends, an incredible scorer, who also is an incredible rebounder.
The Hawks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Rodman, he's checked in for DeBusschere. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And it's Rodman, top of the key. Back to Thomas. Richard Hamilton on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Rebound, Atlanta.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here is Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Hamilton against Hudson. Hamilton with some nice D. Pistons trail by 4. It's Dumars on the wing. Looking to get back on track here. That one's not going to go. And so it's Atlanta with it. Pass to Hudson. It's stolen by Rodman. Thomas deciding where to go with it. To the paint. It's tipped. And then Rodman with the jam.
With that off-the-charts vertical, Rodman gets up and throws it down easily.
Young against Thomas. Young pass to Pettit. There's a good screen. Pass to Wilkins. Here's Hudson. Here's Pettit. Connects from 3-point range. Pettit's got 5 points now this quarter.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's Lanier. Still without a basket. Atlanta with the rebound. Hagan's got 8 rebounds in this game. Atlanta leading by 5. Here's Pettit. Rodman grabs the miss. Here are the Pistons with the ball. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Outside Thomas. Here's Lanier. Pass to Dumars. The rebound by Hagan. Hagan's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Wilkins passes to Pettit. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Pettit's got the lead up to 7 now for Atlanta. Hamilton outside. Back to Thomas. To the left wing. Hudson the pass to Hagan.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
The Hawks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Mutombo is checked in for Atlanta. Wallace is checked in for the Pistons. Howell comes in for Dennis Rodman. And he makes the first but misses the second. Now here's Dumars. D right on him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Dumars is such an outstanding combo guard. He has no weaknesses in his game and is the kind of hard-nosed player that any team would appreciate.
That one misses. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 7-point differential. Puts up a 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Young's got 5 points so far.
And one thing about Trae Young, this guy has 0 fear. Always looking to pull from deep.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Outside Thomas. Pass to Howell. Puts up a deep 3. Dikembe Mutombo pulls it in. The Hawks leading by 10. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
Here's Howell.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
17-foot shot on the way. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Wilkins outside. Pass to Young. Mutombo is screen on Thomas. Young for 3. It's rebounded by Dumars. Here's Howell. Here's the screen. Hamilton outside. 6 on the shot clock. Over Wilkins. No good from Hamilton.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Dumars against Mutombo. Looking to get it going. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Yeah, he's a really competitive guy, Joe Dumars, not allowing the defense to overwhelm him there.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game. .58 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Young outside. Pass to Wilkins. He trains the turnaround jump shot. Wilkins has got 10.
Boy, Neek gets so much lift on that jump shot, it's really hard for any defender to affect his shot.
Young against Thomas. Ball is with a screen on Young. Thomas goes in, now Wallace. Pistons passing it around. 4 on the shot clock. Unable to get that one. Mutombo is a nice D.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
The Hawks have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
One shot.
Here's Howell. Nothing on the board. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't go for him. And so it's Atlanta enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We come back right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. We've got Mutombo. Trae Young is out there with Dominique Wilkins. And it's Hagan in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now Dumars. Dominique Wilkins missing from long range. Teardrop shot. Rebound, Atlanta. Mutombo's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. The 11-footer. Young's shot is off. Pistons trail by 12. Dumars with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Upside Thomas. Wallace outside. 5 to shoot. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Oh, and here we go. Wilkins has got it. The fast break chance. Chalk up 2 there. Wilkins has got the lead up to 14 now for Atlanta.
Yeah, with the great speed to fly up court and the unique finishing ability, Dominique getting whatever he wants in transition. He's most dangerous in that open court.
Young against Thomas. It's taken away by Wallace. It's Rip Hamilton on the wing. He's got 10. Here's Dumars. Pass to Wallace. Back to Dumars. Mutombo grabs the board. Mutombo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Wilkins passes to Pettit. And Rip Hamilton gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. Wilkins passes to Hagan. There's a screen. 6 to shoot. Back to Wilkins. On its way from Young for 2. Rebound by the Pistons. Dumars got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Thomas. Not going to go that time. Wilkins with the defensive effort. The Hawks leading by 14. Young pass to Mutombo. From the low block. The Hawks again can't hit.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Thomas kicks to Hamilton. Outside Dumars. Wallace a screen. Drives to the hoop. He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here.
Shooting for Detroit. Joe Dumars. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Hawks leading by 13. Wilkins dishes to Young. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Looking to end his cold spell, and the jumper is on the mark. Young's got 7 points in the game.
Smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Detroit. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
To Kimberly Mutombo. 10 seconds. Team seconds.
Hawks on D. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Here's Wallace, and it's blocked by Mutombo. And they're able to recover. Clock is at 3. Wallace with a screen for Thomas. The long distance 3 is buried. Thomas got 7.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Mutombo. Outside Wilkins. Here's Pettit. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Count the basket. Pistons trail by 14. And here's DeBusschere. Back to Thomas. It's hauled in by Trae Young. Shoots it up. Detroit with the rebound. And here's DeBusschere. Pass to Hamilton. Thomas with the ball. The Pistons working the ball around now. And here's Dumars outside. Mutombo grabs the board. Mutombo's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Wilkins, the pass to Pettit. Back to Wilkins. Now, here is Young. 7 points in the game. To the inside. Pettit. It's good on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 16.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Pass to DeBusschere. This one for 3. Detroit, no good that time either. Wallace against Young. A beautiful reverse layup. 9 points in the game so far.
Oh, crafty move there by Young, finessing his way around the contact.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
All right, fans, it's dance can time. Get ready to dance like everyone watching. And we are
Pistons trail by 18. Outside Thomas. A pass to DeBusschere. And here is Wallace. The rebound by Hagan. Hagan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you.
Boy, Thomas getting exactly what he wanted there. That's a high percentage look for him. Really nice looking stroke.
Young passes to Pettit. Here's Hagan. Young outside. From deep. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Now here's Wallace. Here's to Busher. Back to Hamilton. Shot clock at 6. And he drops it in from the low post. Hamilton's got 12.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
To the middle. Here's Mutombo. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one.
A 7-2 force around the hoop. I think I'd go to Mutombo in the post every trip.
Here's Thomas. Misses from short range. The Hawks leading by 22. It's Wilkins on the wing. Covered by Hamilton. Young outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Hagan. Almost, but it rolls out. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. It's blocked. Young outside. No good on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Into the lane. Dumars. Here's Hamilton. No good on the 3. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Hagan passes to Mutombo. Young outside. Pass to Hagan. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by DeBusschere. The Pistons on offense. Outside Thomas. Now here's Dumars. Now Wallace. Outside for Thomas. Over Young. Detroit, no good that time either. Atlanta leading by 22. Wilkins outside. Inside. Hawks passing it around. From downtown. Detroit with the rebound. Driving in. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And so cunning on the drive. Hamilton sees an opening and just slashes in there.
He's got his 4th free throw of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Kevin Willis is checked in for Mutombo. Johnson comes in for Dominique Wilkins. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. Here's Teague. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Bennett. He can't get that one. Rodman with the defensive effort. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Chauncey Billups checked in for the Pistons. And Dumars drops them both. Here's Hagan. 19 points in the game. There's the pick. There's the triple. It's Chauncey Billups with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Thomas. Here's Lanier. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Here's Pettit, 11 points in the game. Outside Teague, over Thomas. Atlanta again missing. Pistons trail by 15. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, throws down the alley-oop slam.
Thomas's IQ is platinum level. He's outstanding at orchestrating and facilitating the offense.
Here's the screen. Teague against Thomas. Three-pointer. And Jeff Teague good for three. Teague's got himself on the board with three there.
And the three ball is a nice weapon in Teague's arsenal. He's dangerous from out there, surprisingly so.
Phillips kicks to Dumars. Fires from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Dumars got 6 points in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Now here's Teague. Pass to Pettit. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Atlanta making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Detroit making a switch here. Pistons trail by 13. Outside Phillips. Outside Dumars. Takes a three. And that's collected by Willis. Here's Hagan. He's got 19. One second left. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Everything's fallen into place, and we'll see if they can keep it going. We'll return shortly. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Pistons trail by 13. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. We've got Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton out there with DeBusschere. And it's Bing in at the shooting guard. And the wide open shot from Billups gets the three-pointer to fall.
And Billups is a shoot-first point guard, someone ready and willing to let that one fly.
Hamilton against Wilkins. That's the sixth make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
And then Smith with the dunk.
And Smith gets off the floor as quick as anybody, especially when he's got a lob on the way.
Billups passes to Lanier. Billups against Young. Tries from 10. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Billups has got 5 points in the quarter. And so it's Wilkins who brings up the ball for Atlanta. 22 is their biggest lead. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Hamilton with some nice D. Here's DeBusschere. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Wilkins. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 5th assist in this one. Young against Billups. Richard Hamilton on the wing. Wilkins brings the double team to the paint. Here's DeBusschere. And Dave DeBusschere with the slam.
Good vision that time. Lanier racks those up.
Atlanta leading by 10. Young outside. Pass to Wilkins. Johnson outside. And he's good on the 3-ball.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
And here is Billups after the 3-pointer from Joe Johnson. Here's Lanier, and the layup's good off the glass.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Lanier's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. Atlanta calls timeout. The short rest very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Tumbo is checked in for Willis. And a switcher also for Detroit. Wallace is checked in. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. During the break, I was able to catch the message Atlanta's coach gave to his team. He told his players, "I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now." Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Over to the left wing. Poked away. Stolen by DeBusschere. Outside, Billups. Here's Bing. Covered by Johnson. Billups. Wallace left side. Clock at 6. Here's Bing. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And stolen by Billups. DeBusschere against Johnson. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Dave DeBusschere. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Now, here is Young. Mutombo is screen on Billups. And Young, here we go. And it's sent back by Wallace. Here's Bing. Covered by Smith. And the rejection by Smith.
Always a talented defender. Smith staying active and isn't scared to go after the tough blocks.
They get it back. Johnson against DeBusschere. 6 on the shot clock. Smith right side. Rebounded by the Pistons. Hamilton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside, Billups. Down low. Knocked loose. Oh, Oh, and here comes Young all alone. And he gets the bucket. Young's got 12 points in just the second half.
Right there, you love what Young gives you. A great facilitator in transition, and he's also a terrific finisher.
Pass to DeBusch. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Johnson. Young from outside. Rebounded by the Pistons. Wallace has got his 5th rebound in this one. Tries the spin move. Pass to Billups. And here's Hamilton. And here is Wallace, defended by Young. And Wallace gets double teamed to the inside. And it's sent back by Wilkins. Now Young. Inside, Smith. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Atlanta.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
They've been pounding any miss on the glass and cashing in on the offensive boards. I've been impressed with that aspect of their game.
The free throw drops for Smith.
And the word is out on Josh Smith being a gifted dunker. But that really speaks to his overall athleticism. He can run, and he'll do whatever it takes to get the best of you.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Hudson's checked in for Atlanta. Hudson against Billups. Outside Thomas. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And the Hawks making a change here. Wilkins is checked in. And Detroit with a change here, too. Hamilton's checked in for Chauncey Billups. That one is no good. The Hawks leading by 13. Here's Hagan. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Hamilton against Wilkins. Takes the three. Rebound, Atlanta.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Hagan. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Thomas. Wilkins against Dumars. It's Wilkins with the drive, and it's sent back by Wallace. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mutombo. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Thomas inside. T covering. Rejected by T.
Love seeing the point guard, Jeff T, get involved defensively there, using his speed to rise up for a block shot. Nice.
Here's Lanier. Dumars dishes to Wallace. Thomas against T. And Thomas, here we go. The kick out to Dumars. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Dumars got 22 points.
Boy, he could have taken himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
Thomas against Wilkins. And stolen by Thomas. Dumars, the pass to Thomas. Wallace down low. Teague covering. Bounce pass Wallace. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Atlanta. And Detroit with a change here, too. DeBusschere, he's checked in for Wallace. Outside Wilkins. They could use a bucket. Rebound, Detroit. Here's Dumars. It's tipped, and he gets it back.
Pistons. Joe Dumars. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he makes the first. And Dumars drops them both. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They lead by 7. Pass to Bennett. There's the 3. Rip Hamilton with the rebound. Hamilton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Joe Dumars, the bucket on the assist by Hamilton. Dumars got 12 points in just the second half. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And the Pistons making a change here. Wallace is checked in. Atlanta leading by 5. Pass to Hagan. Hawks passing it around. Mutombo is screen on Dumars. 6 to shoot. Hagan passes to Young. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Hamilton outside. Here's Dumars. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Now just a 3-point Atlanta lead.
We're finding the weakness in the defense. That's the court savvy of Thomas at work.
Pass to Mutombo. Here's Pettit. Good on the triple. And the Hawks lead by 6.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by Detroit?
Here's Thomas. Lays it up off the glass. Thomas got 5 points in the quarter.
Isaiah Thomas, not a guy to back down from the moment. Great competitive spirit and able to produce in the clutch.
Young pass to Hagan. Outside Wilkins for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that trims the lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Here's the lob to the hoop, and Wilkins slams it in.
And I'm not sure it's even possible to throw it too high for Dominique. He has a vertical plus the length, and that's an alley-oop waiting to happen every time he runs the floor.
Here's Thomas. Drops in the layup for 2. Thomas got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, when the stakes are at their highest, Thomas is at his best, ready to make plays.
To the right side. Tries from 16. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Outside Thomas over Young. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Thomas. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Young is double. Looking for Wallace. He gets it there.
That second defender coming over was the key. Great defensive call.
Thomas's shot is off, and so they foul intentionally.
At the line for Atlanta. Two shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And Young, a fiery competitor, someone who enjoys getting under the skin of opposing players.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
.24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, and that's an intentional foul.
Team score. At the line for 2, Cliff Hagan.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
16 seconds left in the fourth. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. Pass to DeBusschere. Now here is Hamilton. Offensive rebound. Back to DeBusschere. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And so it's Atlanta with the W. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.